Today I'm just doing a little question and answer. And these questions are basically about me, my life, or whatever. I'll give it a shot. This little question and answer. Boy, y'all got some questions on here. But I don't know. I guess I feel like doing this because I just want people to know who I am, know the real me, know what I'm about. If y'all gonna continue to watch me, but yeah, Big Just Podcast, and it's only right that I give y'all a little information about my life. Who are you? Um, I'm Big Jess. There's no other like me. I'm the only one that's living, and I'm just playing y'all. But I'm Jessica. Uh, I'm 32. I don't have any kids, and I'm just living life, going with the flow. I'm the type of person, I don't like to stay stuck in one spot. I like to elevate my life, do better in life, become a better woman. I'm a very generous person, and I love people. I love to socialize, and I just like to be me. You know how you see a lot of people walking around here and it's like they don't even try to be themselves or be who they really are. But me, I'm going to be me regardless whether you like it, whether you don't like it. But genuinely, people love the people who are just themselves. No matter who you are, no matter what the real you is, they love that genuine you instead of you trying to be everybody else. But yeah, that is me. I'm just a free spirited, great energy, positive vibes having young lady. How do you see yourself as a woman? Um, I see myself as a very helpful woman. I'm all about support and teamwork. If you have an idea, I'm going to roll with you on that idea. It don't matter what it is. If I feel like you could do it, or even if I feel like you can't do it, I'm still going to rock with you. And we're going to try to do the best that we can to get this idea up and rolling. And there's just that on that. But I'm a woman of positivity, motivation, achievement, hard working, loyal, fun, happy, very open minded, adventurous. Um, the list can go on and on, but I rather not. Do you have any kids? If not, then why? No, I don't have any kids. Well, I do have one child. Her name is Bella. She is a cat to y'all, but she is a human being to me. And I love her. I treat her as my child. But no, I don't have any real kids. And the reason why is I choose not to right now because, first of all, I'm single. Let's get that out the way. Second of all, do you know how many niggas try to trap a female? It ain't just the female trying to trap the nigga. Men tend to trap females as well, and then end up leaving you with the baby. I can't do that. I'm sorry. My biggest fear is being pregnant, not being in a committed relationship, and then having to take care of the responsibilities on my own. That ain't me, and I don't have a problem with anybody who do it. As a matter of fact, those are the strongest women I know, but I just can't do it. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. If I have a baby and you leave and I have to raise this child by myself, I'm knocking your ass out. And that's just that on it. And that's just who I am. But no, I choose not to have any kids right now because I'm not married. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not in a serious committed relationship. So no, I just choose not to have kids. So birth control has been my friend for the past 10 years. Do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. God plays a big part in my life, and God comes first before anybody. So if I meet a person and you tell me that you don't believe in God and you believe in science and all this other stuff, we will no longer be friends after that. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I walk with God. I am of God. I love God. He is my everything. So, yeah. How did you get to this point in your life? Well, children, let me tell you how I got to this point in my life. A couple of years ago, I say it was about 2.5 years ago. This has always been something that I wanted to do in my life and with my life, and I have just been procrastinating all these years, and I kept telling myself, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna do it that year. I'm gonna do it this month, whatever. But it just never happened because we procrastinate so much about the things that we want in life and want to do in life, and we never get it done. So this year, I told myself that I was going to push myself no matter how hard it was, no matter how tired I was going to push myself and get it rolling. Like, even if I don't have the support, the teamwork, or whatever right now, I got me, and I can only depend on me to do whatever I want to be done. So that's how I got to this part in my life as a person. And yeah, it was a lot of procrastination going on. I was being lazy. I wasn't taking it serious, but I had a lot of ups and downs in my life. But just the one thing that I want to tell people is you just have to keep going. Like, even if you have so many bad days, more than good days, you just gotta still keep going. And it's gonna be a lot of negativity in your mind that's gonna make you not want to do it, not want to do what you wanted to do in life. But you have to overcome that. You have to think about yourself, where you could be, what you could be doing, the money you could be making, the person you could become, the lives you can influence in a positive way. Just keep going. Like, you can't look at the negative stuff because that's going to bring you down, and it's going to make you not want to do anything or to follow your dreams or chase the bag that you've been wanting all your life. So that is how I got to this point in my life. And I want everybody to get to that point in their life where they want to start doing the things that, they've been wanting to do. So, yeah. And is it hard trying to start a podcast? Yes, yes, it is hard. Um, Nothing is easy when you want it and you want to do it in your life. Nothing comes easy. It requires work. Maybe it requires a little work, maybe it requires a lot of work, but nothing is easy. And with a podcast, you have to stay on it. Like, even if you don't have the right people, the right sound, like whatever. Me, I know I don't have the right sound, like whatever, but I'm just starting out, and if I know that it's something that I want to do, I'm gonna have to start from the bottom, and there's just that on it. But it is kind of difficult starting a podcast, but I really appreciate the support and love that the people who do follow me, subscribe, and help me. I really appreciate the love and everything from them. Uh, let's see here. Can you tell us a story about a time you got high? Y'all, I fooled around with that once in my lifetime, and it was a long time ago, y'all. This story is so funny. So I was talking to this guy a long time ago, and he, did the thing. And so me being me and me being crazy over him, whatever, I went in, got him some. So I went to this girl and got it from the girl. And the girl, she was smelling, she was like, "This for you, JJ?" And I was like, "Nah, it ain't for me." She was like, "Oh, okay." So when later on at night, when I went to the dude house, he was just like, "I'm gonna get you there tonight. How I be, I'm gonna get you on my level." So I'm like, "Nah, I'm okay." He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna get you on my level today." So I was like, "Okay." So he started, doing the thing, and so he let me hit it. Y'all, when I tell y'all, my damn throat was burning, my heart was beating fast. I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy. I started getting paranoid. He looking at me, smiling. He like, "You alright? You good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm alright." He was like, "Go in the kitchen and get you some milk." I went in the kitchen and pulled the milk out, but I didn't end up drinking the milk. So I stayed in the kitchen and I called the girl. So I was like, "Do you remember that time earlier today when I went and got that from you and you was like, 'JJ, is this for you?'" She was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she was like, "Don't tell me you think that I did something to the." And I was like, "I don't know now." And so she was like, "Girl, get off my phone." So I got off the phone with her. I ended up going to sit back down. And so he was like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Y'all, I was up there out two little hits. My throat was burning. My head was, I don't know. But I told him I was good. And so he was like, "Okay, cool," because we got like 6 more to go. And I was like, "Oh, hell no." Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was sitting there stuck to the TV watching Harlem Nights just like this. And all I heard was somebody was like, "Damn, she had." So yeah, that was a real adventurous night. Um, how do you deal with someone switching up on you? Now, this is a good question right here. I just cut them off, like MLGW. I just cut them off. No, I'm lying. First of all, if somebody switches up on me, I don't have a problem with cutting anybody off. But me, my hardest thing is I tend to give people like chance after chance. And I told myself that I wasn't doing it no more. And y'all remember I told y'all every year I tend to cut somebody off. So if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do, because I feel like when people show me who they truly are, I be like, yeah, this ain't it. But then I try to give them another chance and they mess that up too. So I just have to cut them off cold turkey. It ain't no slow cutting off, none of that. I just have to go ahead and cut them off. And these be people that I've been cool with for so many years. But you know how, like, in the back of your head, you be like, no, we weren't supposed to be friends for this long. And like they always say, every season is not for that person. Like, they were supposed to been gone seasons ago, but you still let them hang around. And it's like, people don't understand energy is real. That should be transferring from one person to another. If your energy is down and you giving me bad, low energy, and you're like messy, it's gonna affect me, because then my energy gonna be down and low. Then I'm gonna end up being messy with your ass. So it was just like, nah. And for the switching up, yeah, like, I'm gonna cut you off if I feel like you switching up on me, all that, feeling some type of way because I got other friends and you ain't trying to grow with me, like get your business running or do whatever you wanted to do to make yourself a better person, and you just want to stay stuck in the same goddamn spot. We ain't meant to be friends, and there's just that on it. Have you ever had a threesome? Y'all, let's just cut the camera. I'm just I'm just playing. Look, okay, I told y'all I was gonna keep it real and I could with y'all. So yeah, I have had a threesome. Okay, and let's move to the next question. How do you feel about inflation? Let me tell y'all something. Everything is high as hell right now. Like, eggs is $20. It's behind the counter with the tobacco, the black and mild cigarettes. The eggs is back there with the tobacco, and that's just crazy because eggs used to be like $2.39, $3, but now this shit, eggs is $25, and this shit is high as hell, and I don't understand how we can have this big ass inflation with groceries, apartments, housing, and the jobs won't even give us a raise with the inflation. So yeah, I just feel like inflation is just too much. Everything is getting high for what? We still got the same groceries, we still live in the same apartments, the same houses. All this shit is high for no reason. I just feel like they raising the prices on. Look, do you know back in the day when we had the 25-cent bag of chips, you used to get like 4 for $1. The little bags of chips is $1 now. Can you believe it? And the big bag of chips was probably like $3. Them hoes is $7.99 now. And that's exactly why I will not be buying no motherfucking chips. No, no more. I miss the candy lady. Back in the day, y'all remember we used to go to that candy lady, get them cookies, chips, freeze cups, all that. I miss those days. I'm not finna spend $10 on a bag of chips. I can't do it. But yeah, inflation I feel like is horrible. I feel like it's nonsense. And I feel like people just raised it, made it an inflation just to make more money off of it. And that's just me. Call it what you want. Who is your favorite artist? Erica Badu is my favorite artist, and I know a lot of people don't really listen to her, but yeah, that's my girl. Like, she be speaking some real shit, and I just really love her. Like, out of everybody, I would say that she is my favorite artist, and she will always and forever be my favorite artist. Shout out to Erica Badu. Bang later. But if you could go back and change one thing in your life, what would it be? Um, I would have finished college. I do feel like if you go to school, if you go to college, just push forward in college, no matter what. Just take it day by day. When I was in college, it was cool, like, with my friends and stuff like that. But I had a accident, and it just caused me not to go back to school. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had an accident right before exams, and the exams was the next morning. And when I had went to school and got up in the parking lot across the street from the railroad, University of Memphis, I had got out the car and I looked across the railroad. I said, I can't do this shit. So I had called my mama and I was like, I can't do this. And woo, she was like, just go in there and do your best. This the last exam. Just try to go in there and do your best. Girl, I got in that car and pulled off. I ain't got time, but I do wish that I finished school. But yeah, stay in school if you are in school. And I would say another thing, even though y'all said it was one thing I could change, another thing I would have changed is I wish I wasn't so gullible back in the day. Like, I wish I would have never, ran into some of the people that I ran into, because if you run into somebody and they are doing all of the wrong things or the negative things in your life that could affect your future or your relationship, um, I would have just stopped talking to them and I would have cut them off. But I didn't, because I was so young and gullible and naive. But yeah, um, what is your what is your favorite position that you would want a man to put you in? The position to grow. The position to be the better woman than I am today. The position to help me afford the things that I want in life. The position to achieve my goals in my career that I would like to achieve. That is the position that I would like for a man to put me in. And that answers your question. Uh, what is your ideal man? Um, I kind of, I don't know. Ladies, I feel like y'all gonna get upset with me, but it is what it is. I feel like a mistake that us women make is coming up with an ideal man in our head. And I feel like that ideal man is a unicorn, because let's be honest, we ain't finna find everything that we looking for in one man. And I feel like that's what causes people to mess around and cheat and step out of their relationship, is trying to look for all of the things in different people that they don't have in that one person. So I feel like an ideal man is kind of like a unicorn or a needle in a haystack, but the qualities, I could say that the qualities that I look for in a man is he has to be godly, God fearing. He has to follow God. He could be a little hood, because I like a little aggressiveness and a little hoodness, but I like holiness at the same time. So I would say hood holy. I need me a hood holy man. Oh my God. But yeah, he has to be godly. I don't like no lazy man. He has to be motivated, ambitious. He has to know how to handle teamwork, know how to support. Um, I don't want an overly emotional guy because I feel like you don't leave me room to, be in my feminine era or be the woman that I am. Like, I want to lean into you, not you lean into me. And, a guy can still express his feelings or whatever, but I don't want no overly emotional man. Um, I like a soft man, not soft. I like, um, I'm trying to find a word. I like a guy who can express his feelings and emotions, but be assertive at the same time. Just let me know how you feel or let me know how you feel in that moment. But at the same time, be assertive with it. So, is that like kind of asking for the best of both worlds? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of these men are confused nowadays. But do you like being a BBW? Yes, I love being a BBW, and I'm gonna tell you why. I like being a BBW because, for one, I feel like it'll be if there are men coming after me and like trying to, kidnap me, they gonna have a hard ass time trying to get me up in their van because me, you know, I weigh quite a few pounds, and so it's gonna be hard as hell to get me in that van, and they gonna be so tired, they just gonna leave me there. So that's one reason why I like being a BBW. BBWs are, and I'm just gonna keep it real. BBWs are what guys like, and a lot of people may be like, I don't think that's what they like, blah blah blah. Yes, they do. Like, they may not say it, or you may feel as though they don't like BBWs, but there are a lot of men that love BBWs, and I just like the skin that I'm in. Like, I'm a juicy girl, and I love the skin I'm in. I love who I